crying little.
Yoga.
Issues is distribution. We've talked to a lot of large retailers, and the beauty buyers, they absolutely love the product. And because we've had this issue with distribution, instead of sitting on our butts waiting on, a retailer to pick us up, we decided the innovative idea to build a lip bar mobile. So
a what? Oh, have you built this?
It's actually being converted in Detroit right now.
Oh, that is such a bad idea. So, Roscoe, aren't you worried if you walked into a bar with that color lip, somebody tried to resuscitate you?
When I walk into the bar or into the mall or anywhere with this color lip, everyone is very inquisitive. They want to know where I got it from, who made it, where did I get this crazy shade, and that just drives sales.
The chances that this is a business are practically zero, because you can't get share. If anybody thought you could sell purple or green lipstick, they do it. They already have the shelf space. They just add another color. And they would crush you like the colorful cockroaches you are. You only have so many minutes on earth. Don't waste them trying to sell lipstick. I'm out.
As you saw in that video, these women were disrespected. These women were treated less than. And with Shark Tank, I remember seeing this show when it first came out, but I stopped watching it because they were trying to be edgy. They were trying to do things for shock value, and I didn't care. I wanted to see what these people came up with and what they presented, and to know if I would be interested in something like that. I think it's great when you have an idea and you actually take a chance and put it out there. And these people think that because they're business people and they have money, that, people look at them as if they're smart, intelligent, as if they know everything, as if they have something that others don't. And that's not true, because usually we don't know where their wealth come from. It could come from their parents. It could come from, their parents owning slaves way back then. Most of the time, that's where the wealth comes from. This wealth could be something that they stole from someone, an idea they stole from someone. We really don't know. Sometimes people come up with really good ideas and they get money because everybody was interested in a product or a service or something like that, and they happen to look up in that way. But this show was something that I just was like, I was over it. I'm not watching it. I would not put any time into it because it was just too much. These people who call themselves business people, I would have thought it would have been professional. I would have thought that they would have had criticism, but constructive criticism. But, they decided to take the Maury TV show route, where there are so many outrageous stories and people trying to do things for shock value more than other people and say things for shock value. And that's why I don't like it. I don't watch it. I haven't watched it in years. Like I said, I remember when it first came out, watched it a couple of times, was over it. And you saw these women were called cockroaches. Now, you could have said that anything. You could have made fun of the product. You could have just slam their ideas. You could have used the so-called knowledge that people think you have to do something for shock value. But this old white and prejudice, bigoted, racist tendencies, like I said, a lot of these people have this underneath the surface, and people have been saying that he calls everyone cockroaches. He actually does not call everyone that. But this being directed at Black people, yes, people are going to raise an eyebrow to it. And why? Because of how this country was stolen from people and how black people have been treated throughout history. This is not black people's fault because people recognize when things are said and can be looked at as bigoted or racist or prejudiced. It's because this is the way this country was set up. And if you don't like it, I suggest you get a time machine, go back and change the way things happen. Other than that, get the fuck over it. Oh well. You don't have the right to say the N-word. You don't have the right to call people animals and insects and things like that. It's degrading, especially with the history of this country. You can't say what you want to say, even though you think you can. As far as this idiot's business credentials, this shows that he does not have anyone on his roster or any of those fools that were setting up there actually listening to these young women present their product. I don't know if at the time if, you know, all the colorful lipsticks that people wear now was really out there in the mainstream, but I know that it's been a while that I've seen, you know, people wearing blue lipstick or people wearing bright pinks and purples and greens. And this shows that these idiots are not as smart as they think they are, or other people try and make them out to be just because they have money. Because had they done a little research, or if they had people on their roster to do a little bit of research, they could have seen a trend in the beauty community where this was taking off. And as far as this dumbass talking about, you know, a brand that's already established, quote unquote white, could just make the lipstick and then crush their business. That's not true, because all lip products are not made equal. When people try something, it may not be for them. It may not perform the way it says it will perform. As you can see, I'm on the website of the lip bar. So despite the disrespect, despite being called cockroaches, and I don't care what excuse people give, you don't say that to people. That is so disgusting. That is one of the most filthiest, diseasable, disgusting things on the earth, is a cockroach. And people don't want to call him a racist. That's what I'm going to call you. You're a racist. You couldn't think of any other word. You have so much money, so much knowledge, so much IQ, so much intelligence that you couldn't think of anything else to break this down, that this wouldn't be successful. Like I said, idiot. But the fact that all of these idiots did not actually get their hands on this is a good thing for the actual creators of this lipstick here, and all of the profit, everything goes to them. But I do know that it's sold in Target stores, so you can go into Target and you can find these lip colors. This just shows you do not listen to people just because they have money, or just because people think they're intelligent, or just because they've had a company or something. Don't let anybody kill your dreams or stop you from doing what you're doing, because in the end, if you wait a little bit, sometimes things will work out for you better. I went on the website, and this is the website, as you can see, and there are a lot of colors. There are wearable colors. There's red, there's pink, there's nude, there's the purple, and they're not too overbearing. Some of them are deeper, some of them are lighter. There is a color for everyone here, and if you like that light and bright and colorful lipstick, they also have it. So these are some of the colors here on the website that I pulled up, and like I said, you can find this in Target, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to order a couple of colors and I'm going to try it, because what they are saying is that it goes on like a lip gloss, which is great, because anybody who knows anything about matte lipstick, it can be hard to get the matte lipsticks on in the lippies, and then they dry quick and then they dry out your lips. So they're saying it goes on like a gloss and it dries down to a full matte, but it will not dry out your lips, but it will give you that perfect matte lip. And the shades will last for 8 to 12 hours. And they say that if you go to sleep, you'll wake up with it on. So that sounds amazing, that you can have a matte that looks like a matte but does not dry your lips, because some of the mattes that I have, the most beautiful colors, but they dry your lips out. Your lips will feel like the Sahara Desert. And it says that you can remove with oil or by eating French fries. And that's funny, because what's really interesting is that I believe Kylie Jenner did this. There was a video that I did see where it was featuring her concealers, and she had this big party bus and she was going around with the product. So, and that wasn't that long ago. So if these women had these colorful lipsticks and they actually did the party bus, I think they would be even more successful than they already are. And this just shows that people who have nothing to do with the industry, they don't know anything, they don't know when there's a good opportunity. And at the end of the day, all of these big corporate business people who think they are just the top of the top look like fools that they passed up on such a good opportunity, because everybody is doing a matte lip or a matte lippy, and they're doing so many crazy colors: yellows, greens, blues, oranges, all different crazy colors. And I myself, I buy those lipsticks. I will wear them. I do makeup. I'm not a licensed MUA, but I've been doing it for some decades now. But yeah, I have been on the set to actually do a model's makeup, and also people who want to take pictures and be models, or they want to do something creative, may throw on a crazy color, maybe an outfit they want to do, or something that they're celebrating, or you know, they could be making a video or anything. There is a big huge industry where people are looking for something like this, a product like this, and you're telling me that it's going to dry down to a matte, it's going to glide on easy, where I can get it precise on my lips how I want it, like a lip gloss, then it's going to turn into a matte, and it will not dry my lips out. That is an amazing product. So I'll go ahead and end it right here. Let me know what you think. Would you be willing to try this? And when I do order these lippies, I will let you know if the claims are true, and also take some pictures and let you see. But I will see you in the next one.